Hi, you guys. My name is Erica. I'm making a video because I saw an article released by the Detroit News stating that 600 plus employees, Henry Ford employees, tested positive for the coronavirus. And I am one of those employees. I work for the West Bloomfield campus. I'm a nurse assistant there. I am 24 years old. I have pre-existing health conditions. I have severe asthma. And I just wanted to give you a synopsis of how the events went with Henry Ford. And I want to give you an update as far as what I did to get to the point that I am at now. And although it's not much better, but it's not in a hospital. I didn't want things to get that bad to where I would be hospitalized and put on a ventilator. And, I didn't want things to get that bad. So these are the things that I'm doing to make things a little bit better. And so let's start with the Henry Ford Health System stuff. Okay. March 28th, 2020 was a Saturday. I came to work, and I don't know if all other hospitals are doing this, but Henry Ford has it to where you have to do pre-screening questions to gain entry into work. And the first thing they noticed when I walked through the door at 6:20 in the morning, because I always get there a little late, my shift starts at 7. I always get there a little early, and my shift starts at 7. They noticed that I had a runny nose. They sent me back out the door, and they told me to call a number that was on a sheet that they handed me, and they would give me further instructions. And from there, I went back to my car as told. I left the building. I called Employee Health, which that was the number they gave me. And I told them the symptoms I was having. I was having a migraine to start and a runny nose. So they said that didn't fit the requirement. And also, let me add, I did not have an appetite. I didn't have an appetite. So they said, okay, that's not enough to get screened for coronavirus. Get a test. You can return back to work the following day, which was Sunday, March 29th. So I returned to work as I should. I'm working. The shift is pretty busy. One of the docs at Henry Ford, his family was so gracious to bring in pizza for the employees because it's been tough, and someone wants to show their appreciation for everything that we do, and they did that for us, which was very nice. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Every little bit counts. Everybody gets their appreciation. That happened about maybe between 12 and 1 p.m. And I ate a slice of pizza, and I could not taste it. This is Sunday, March 29th. I ate this pizza about 1 p.m. I could not taste it. I could not smell it. So that's when I came to a realization, this is more serious than I think it is. At first, I wanted to believe that it was maybe just, some sinuses or something, although I don't usually have sinus issues. But I wanted to believe that. But when it completely wiped out everything, no kind of taste or smell, like literally, I went in my bag and smelled perfume, and I couldn't, tried to smell perfume and I couldn't smell it. So, that's how bad it is. But, when I went on break at about 3:30, because it was so busy, I couldn't take my break earlier in the day. I then called the house manager just to try again. You know, it's a different person that's in charge that day. So I'm like, okay, you know, maybe you'll push a button and you'll get the right answer. And I got the right answer because the house manager told me she was very concerned and I need to go get tested. She said, Erica, go pull up your car through the drive-through. They have drive-through testing at Henry Ford West Bloomfield. I don't know if they have it at Maine, but they do have drive-through testing. But you have to have a doctor's order, unless you're an employee and you were like me and they test you if you have symptoms. But I got the test that day, and I was ordered to go home and quarantine until I get my results. So, Henry Ford, this one's for you. You guys are making steps to get better, but we got to do even more. When we go into work, I'm seeing different hospitals have N95 respirators. Henry Ford is pushing the agenda that you do not need an N95 respirator to go in the room. All you need is a surgical mask. To me, a surgical mask is not enough. It's not. They are withholding all surgical masks, and only way you can get a surgical mask is if there's some aerosol procedure being conducted. Other hospitals aren't doing that. If you really want to test my knowledge, try to test me, because I know people in different healthcare systems, Beaumont, DMCs, Ascensions, and everybody's doing something different. But Henry Ford is the first one I've heard, and I work at Henry Ford, but they're withholding N95 respirators. I have not had an N95 respirator during this whole coronavirus. Have not had access. I've been in rapids with patients who were being intubated, and I was left exposed. I've had a rapid, and everybody in that room had on proper PPE but me. And me being a nurse assistant, and then the others' credentials say otherwise, if you know what I mean. It shows the agenda here. That's the start. The PPE needs to get better. Henry Ford is doing a good job. They have face shields. They have glasses. They're getting better with that kind of thing. But maybe they are giving out N95s, because this is day 8 for me. And I've been off work for 8 days. Maybe you guys did upgrade. Maybe I'm wrong. But you weren't doing that before. But anyways, that's number 1. Number 2, Henry Ford West Bloomfield campus is not allowing housekeeping to disinfect COVID rooms, or environmental, because that's the proper term, environmental. Environmental does not disinfect the rooms. They hand us towels and their little disinfectant, a bottle, and they want us to clean the rooms. If I'm taking care of 12 patients Worst case scenario, by the way. If I'm taking care of 12 patients in and out, disinfecting room to room, because there is not enough vitals carts for every patient. I hope you guys know that. So we're disinfecting the vitals carts, going room to room. We have to disinfect. It may take me an hour, if not more, to do vitals. Then I have to do patient care. Then I have to draw blood. You guys are ordering almost daily EKGs on patients with coronavirus. So, take that for instance. So everything is taking a lot more time than it normally takes, which everyone expected. So, then there follows up that we have to clean the rooms. Henry Ford, do you think I have time to clean the room? No. I don't. It's a pandemic going on. We barely have time for the essentials that have to be done, but we make time for it. So adding on housekeeping duties is not going to work. And there are more COVID patients in the hospital than there are regular patients. So that's not going to work. That's number one. 2, dietary. Dietary, that was a smart idea. It was very smart. But they, instead of bringing in the trays in the room, Henry Ford, they call us the country club. Everything's, snap, it's good. It's a good life down there. If you want to be in a hospital and you want to be treated like you're at the Ritz-Carlton, go there. That's the treatment you're gonna get. But it's not been like that lately. And no one should expect it to. But if you want to get that kind of treatment, go there. But the dietary, let's go back on topic. Dietary. They come to us, or they'll call us over the phone. Okay, I'm dropping off the food at the door. They can't go in the room. If I'm busy with another COVID patient and I'm in another room, it's going to take me a while to get over there to that patient and get in there, gown up, do all that. Let's say it takes me 15 minutes. By 15 minutes, food's cold. Patients, not satisfied. That leads to frustration. Once again, it's off on nursing. Which I get. Dietary should not be carrying food room to room and going out of COVID rooms. But it is a lot. We got housekeeping duties. We got dietary duties. And now, the last thing I heard, I don't know if it's still going on, transport. They transport COVID patients up to the rooms, but they won't help slide them over. Get them off the bed. And we're women, I work with one male on my unit. So we're all women. And sliding patients, we're going to need some extra hands. So that we're losing hands. That's what I'm trying to give you. That's what I'm trying to get at. We're losing hands that we really need right now. Everything is off on nursing. But what I'm not understanding about the transport thing is that you're transporting a COVID patient anyway. You're pushing them around the hallway. You might as well be able to transfer them over and go on about your business. Right? I mean, I don't get it. Maybe it's some other technicalities you guys are, are going through in your heads with, but I don't get it. Maybe you need to further explain it, Henry Ford. That's it as far as pretty much the Henry Ford stuff. I didn't mention, good thing that you guys are doing, Henry Ford. The 72 hours of extra CTO, PTO, COVID time is, that's a good thing. Very good thing to give back to your employees, because if they get sick, everybody doesn't have the CTO bank to cover it. I am one of those people. I don't have the strong CTO to cover, and that's what's going on right now. So that's a good thing. I'll take what I can get at this point. But that the fact that these things that I'm bringing out are issues that they are aware of, and maybe it needs to be a little bit more public, and maybe public will cause for corrective action or termination. Who knows? I really don't care at this point. But so we addressed that. But I still need, you guys are going to feel the fact that, you sent me home on Saturday. I return to work on Sunday. You test me, and then I come out positive for coronavirus. And yes, it's troubling for me, because I know the amount of people I exposed. And if you want to get technical, I'm a numbers person. I love numbers. You can go with numbers with me all day. And I, in my mind, did a mental head count of how many people I came in contact with. My coworkers, people who didn't have coronavirus that I took care of that day. And I was a carrier. So that's weighing on my conscience. I hope it's weighing on yours. But past that, like I said, I'm 24 years old. I have pre-existing health conditions. I'm a fiance. I'm a daughter. My mother just lost her husband, which is my father, back in 2019, October 2019, last year. It's people, our lives matter. It's an injustice to those patients. It's an injustice to my coworkers who were exposed to me. And it's an injustice to my family. It's an injustice to me. So we got to get better. There has to be improvement. We got to figure out something, because it's not right. And for the other 600 plus employees that are positive, please speak out. Please do. Don't be scared, because my coworkers, they might not say anything, turn a blind eye, but somebody needs to be the person that stands up. As far as me and my recovery, the 29th, which was the Sunday they sent me home, I went home, I stripped down, I quarantined as I should have when I, came in the house. And it's been it plays on your mental a lot. But let's get back to the facts. It's Monday, the day after I was tested for coronavirus and sent home from Henry Ford. Was the day I woke up drenched in sweat and nauseous, and still no taste or smell. Headaches. And, temp is still crazy. And I sit here in the bed waiting for things to get better, because this is day 8 for me. So hopefully they do get better. It's going inch by inch. And I really hope you guys don't think I'm returning anytime soon, because this is not getting much better. It's not. Um,